The Sharing Space
on the Clement Manyathela Show.
7:02.
25 minutes before 12 o'clock. Time for the Sharing Space. This is where we share our stories about things that have happened, whether at work, at school, on your holiday, wherever. You just share it with us here on the Clement Manyathela Show. If you need some advice, you can also ask for that. So let's listen to a voice note that we are playing today on our Sharing Space. And then I would like to know at the end of this voice note, I'd like you to call us or send us a WhatsApp voice note and tell us if you have experienced something similar, or if the listener is asking for advice, what advice are you giving them?
Hi, Clement and your listeners. I'm a 31-year-old woman who happens to be the last born at home. My father passed away when I was in my early 20s. My 3 siblings had all moved out of home by the time my dad passed on. So it's been me and my mom for several years now. I am now in a very serious relationship, and as a grown woman, I needed my own space. My mom often has her grandkids visiting her, and I felt like I needed to move out so that I'm not inconvenienced when they are around. But now my mom is angry at me for moving out. She basically says that I've technically left her alone in her old age. She is 65 years old. I didn't move too far because I wanted to be close to her as possible. This is also not good enough for her, as she says there is no valid reason for me to leave her. I feel guilty for moving out, but I believe my reasons are valid, even though her grandkids don't live with her. They are there every weekend, and I really wanted to have the option to not be around kids if I don't want to. I also just wanted my own space. Am I wrong? Please ask your listeners who moved out home last if they had the same experience.
Okay, thank you so much for the WhatsApp and the story. So she's 31. She has lost her dad. She's got siblings. The siblings have moved out. She's the last born, so she was the last one to move out of home, but she has stayed with her mom throughout. Mom is 65 now. And mom doesn't want her to move out. She's moved out, but mom doesn't seem to be happy about that, because she says, why would you leave me alone as a 65-year-old, even though she's got grandkids that come to visit her every weekend? And this 31-year-old, Anonymous, doesn't even live far from her mom's house. So, do you think the mom is being unfair here? Because I really think she is. I do think that at 65, that's not a bad, that's not an age where you are frail and, you are struggling to walk and you need consistent 24/7, care as a 65-year-old. And the fact that this 31-year-old daughter has moved not too far from mom's house, I mean, that helps, doesn't it? Have you been in a situation like that where your mom, or maybe it was your dad, didn't want you to move out because they just felt like, no, you can't leave me alone here? But also, you're a 31-year-old. You need your own space. When you are in a serious relationship and you want to move in with your partner, what happens when you get married? Yeah, I just think the 65-year-old mother is being a little unfair on her daughter. What do you think? 011-883-0702. The WhatsApp line is 072-702-1702. What advice do you have for this daughter? My advice would be, I don't think you should move back home. Your mom must be strong. Just explain that you need your own space. You're in a serious relationship. She must understand, especially if she is able to take care of herself, right? If mom was frail or was sick and had a very severe condition, I would get that. But in an instance where 65, I'm sure she'll be fine. What do you think? It's 22 before 12.
The Sharing Space
on the Clement Manyathela Show.
7:02.
19 minutes before 12 o'clock. Let's go straight to your calls. Yvonne, let's start with you in Pakmore. Good morning.
Hi, Clement. How are you?
Good. Yvonne, go ahead.
Clement, I don't think she must go back home. It's our culture. It's a culture thing. And you know what is so sad? We raise our kids to be free, to be confident, to be independent, be it boy or girl. And then we clip their wings. Then we say to them, we almost hold them to ransom. I mean, I'm 63. I pray to God I never do that to my children. But when they left home, it was so terrible. That emptiness syndrome is real. You miss your children. But that's not the whole purpose. You raise them to independent people, and they need to go out and look after themselves. And yes, and you have a better relationship. You create boundaries, and she's been such a gentle, kind person, staying close to her mother. I mean, I don't know why our culture does this to us. We almost hold our children to ransom. They must look out. We brought them up. We put them to school. Now they must pay us. And I don't think we should be doing that. And that's just my opinion. Don't do that to your children.
It's
to
unfair.
Give them grace. Yeah, it's so unfair.
Yeah, and already she's tried. She's moved somewhere close by home. Like, give her credit for that. Now for you to now be upset, as if what, your kid must live with you for the rest of her life? What happens when she gets married, she's got kids, and she wants her own space? It's quite unfair, I think. Yvonne, thank you for your call. Katie, you are in Joburg. Hi.
Hi, Clement.
Hey, Katie.
Good. Clement, I've got a similar story. Number one, I don't think 65 is old, for starters. I don't think that children owe their parents any responsibility in terms of being their companion. And this clearly sounds like a companionship issue. My sister got a similar story. My sister got divorced and was, again, empty nest syndrome, had 4 children, and she had her one son at home. And she held on to this boy for her dear life because she was terrified of being on her own. And now she has a disability who actually...
Ooh, Katie, your line is breaking there. Oh, apologies for that. Yeah, Katie's line is breaking there, and she was just telling a story about her sister. We'll try and reconnect that line and bring her back on the radio. Here's some WhatsApp voice notes that have come through.
Good morning, Clement. This is Selma from Roodepoort. Her mom is just selfish, and she is blackmailing her daughter with all these, now you're throwing me away sort of thing. She must do what is good for herself. She cannot throw her life away to look after her mom. Thanks for a lovely show. Bye.
Hi, Clement. I think that parent is being very unfair. Parents need to realize that having a child is actually having a person who will one day have their own life that may not revolve around you. Because I don't think she would appreciate it if your caller started laying down rules in order for her to stay. So, it's part of being a parent is she's going to have to let go. It is unfortunate that her husband has passed away, but also 65 is not that old.
Hi, Clement. I think mom here is indeed being a little bit unfair on the 31-year-old. She must just understand that her baby girl is growing up and want to be her own person. Mommy must just cut the umbilical cord. It's about time. And indeed, she's not that frail, and given the fact that they don't stay far from each other, that should bring in some sort of consolation, to the mom that at least that my daughter is not far away. But going back home, no, sis, don't go back home. Stand your ground and tell mommy that this is you wanting to start life away from being under her wing, and she must just set you free. No hate there. She'll always be mommy and we'll always love her. Thank you for the great show, Namtsaruin Binoni.
Yeah, stay with your mans, Anonymous. Stay with your mans. Someone on the WhatsApp line says, Clement, I think the mother simply does not want her daughter to cohabit. It's better if she was married. Well, the daughter is in a serious relationship, right? Whether or not she's living with someone is not even much of a factor. The reality is she just wants her own space. Whether she wants to bring in the partner or not, that's not the issue the mom is raising. And if mom has an issue with that, then let her say that, hey, are you moving in with the boyfriend? I'm worried about that. And then they can take it from there, right? But mom must also know your daughter is an adult. And I can only imagine how difficult it is for parents, because I suppose that will be difficult for me too, Because you've spent your whole life and your child's life raising them and taking decisions for them. And there comes a time when you have to let go. And that must be so difficult. Because now you have to be mature enough to allow your kids to actually also go out and make mistakes. Because that's how you grow. Yes, you must advise them, try to save them to as much trouble as possible. But as a parent, you cannot always protect your children. Sometimes part of them becoming strong, part of them building their own identity is going out to the world and experiencing the world. And the world is full of pain, is full of excitement, is full of disappointments, it's full of mistakes. That's what makes you a human being. And sometimes parents think they can protect their children from the pain and disappointment. That is not possible. It just simply is not possible. So a lot of people are saying just cut the umbilical cord. Mom must be able to do that. Peter, you are in Sprayed View. What are your thoughts? Hi.
Clement, yes, Clement. It's a tough one. I think, look, I don't think the mother should have a problem to let go once all the formalities, Mr. Manyathela, has been done.
Yeah.
You see, this current practice of different cultures and that. Look, some, maybe if I can say the white folks, do not have a problem for the kid to cohabit. But now things are different. You know what I mean? I don't agree. She must go home. I mean, she's a daughter. Maybe if it was a guy, it's a different story, you know?
Okay.
There's not the fact that she wants to have her own space. Clement, the bottom line, she's going to stay with the guy full time there. And the guy has not even done.
But what's wrong with that? What if it's her decision? What if she doesn't actually want to get married like everybody else?
Yeah, no, it's a bit of a tough one. But the fact that maybe the sisters or the siblings went out after the formalities, that was understood. But there she is, yes, the mother, she's holding on. And she, anyway, I wish her luck, but she really has to reconsider whatever. Yeah.
Okay, Peter, thank you for that. Peter says, go back home, Mama. I just think that our mothers sometimes, or even fathers, struggle with letting go. Like, I used to go home when I started after varsity. Well, I used to go home at the end of every month. So in varsity, you go home every 2 weeks. And then you start working, you go home every end of the month. That used to be me. I used to drive to the village every end of the month. And then there comes a time where you actually have a life. You just can't do that anymore. And my mom used to be upset that I didn't come home 1 month. I missed a month. I'm like, ma'am, I have a life. I have a life. Like, I can't come there every single end of the month. And then they start being upset at that. And then they get over it. That's what I've learned. They get over it. At some point, my mom used to be upset that when I come home, I sleep only 2 days, like 2 nights maximum. Unless it's December holidays, it's Christmas time. Even there, I'll give you at least 4 days. And then she used to be upset about that. She gets over it. Like now, and I hope she's not listening, I'm about to I'm about to surprise her because I don't even want to spend Christmas at home this year. Yeah. She's probably gonna go bananas. She probably won't even speak to me for a week. But that's me because I've got other plans. Like, I would love to go somewhere for Christmas this year. That doesn't mean I don't love her. Huh? I will try, maybe on the 16th of December, take some time off, maybe go somewhere away with her. That's me trying to make up for the Christmas. But who says every single year I must be home for Christmas? I've got a life. Like, I want to be somewhere. But mothers don't want to let go. Like, for them, you must be here on Christmas Day. What if I don't want to? What if I really want to be somewhere else? Le motwaka, or with my friends, or with other people. I just think we must learn to understand that when we grow, mothers, we love you guys, but understand that we've got our own lives. And it's not that when we want to go spend New Year's somewhere or Christmas, it means we don't love you anymore. We do, but we're just trying to build our own lives. Is that too much to ask for? Bongi, you're calling us from Olivenhotbosch. What? Olivenhotbosch. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Kanzinaisa.
Hey, Tara.
Let her go away and never go back again. I promise you, I'm talking from experience. Now my mother is alive, I don't go see her anymore. She would even take it a step further and tell you and create visions that she saw the ancestors threatening me because I don't want to be with her. I don't want to be the one to stay with her. When the relatives come, when the visitors come, when the grandkids of your sisters and brothers come, you're the one that absorbs all the costs. And when she passes on, they're going to chuck her away. She's going to be on the streets. They'll forget that she's been taking care of their mother as well.
So why have you not, so you don't go see her anymore, Bongi?
I don't. She's done a lot, Wood.
Or you guys don't get along?
I've been to mental hospitals. Oh. I've been everywhere. I even attempted suicide.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
She took it a step further. She even allowed, yes, Baba, no, it's wrong. She let her go away. Let her disappear for 6 months without, she's going to be happy too.
Okay.
And she must only go visit her just for 5 minutes and she's going.
5 minutes, okay, Bongi. Yeah. I mean, obviously the situations are different here, right? Bongi, you don't have a good relationship with mom, and I'm sorry to hear about what's happened to a point that you've even attempted to take your own life. In this case, Anonymous, has a good relationship with mom, loves her mother loves her. It's good. The only thing they differ on is she's 31. She's met the love of her life. She wants to move out of the home. Mom is 65, strong enough to look after herself. But mom is like, no, how dare you just abandon me like that? So it's not because there are tensions here, right? It's just that, the circumstances just are pushing this 31-year-old to go live her life.
Sure, Clement, that mom has a loving and caring daughter. She doesn't stay far off her. This is a grown-up. She needs privacy. She is in a serious relationship. So that mom is so unfair. Her daughter does not say that her mom is a sickly person. That mom is so fortunate to have such a caring daughter who sees her. Now that she does not stay far off her, it means that she sees her every now and then. That mom is unfair. She should be grateful to her daughter. Good morning, Dr. Brother. How's it from Runfish?
Good morning, Clement, and your listeners. It's Eugene from Baklu here. Clement, I just believe that the listener's mom, she's just gaslighting her, right? So, she needs her independence. She needs to be responsible for herself. Then when it comes to the mom, they can, as siblings and everyone else, pitch in, so that at least they can help in the care for the mother. But the mother needs to, admit, or she needs to relinquish the power that she thinks maybe she has over the last born, so that at least she can enjoy her independence. She can't guilty trip her like that.
Yeah, some messages. Mom Lizzie says, Clement, this is Mama Liz. I heard your story. And listen, as moms, we just love you guys too much and we don't want to let go, but we are just harmless. We mean no harm at all. Just love and more love. I hear you, Mom Lizzie. I hear you. Then allow us to move out then. We'll come check you. I mean, if I lived close enough to my parents, I would probably go check them. The week would not pass without me going to check them out. And then Ntorozo in KZN says, hi Clement, you're so brave, man, not spending Christmas at home. My mother would disown me and tell all of our family that ngimlahlile. Exactly. Listen, that's what I'm anticipating. I still don't know how I'm going to do it, honestly. I don't know. I've been thinking, should I buy her a gift? Should I give her something she really has always wanted? And then as she's enjoying that, and I go, break the news. Hey, please note, I'm not going to be here for Christmas. Yeah, but it's quite wild, eh? The way parents respond. They respond as if you're a 2-year-old, I tell you. That time, you're an old man. At 35, I must ask for permission. Yo, mothers.
Hi, good morning, Clement. Maybe meet the mother halfway. Buy a property that has a garden cottage and let the mother come stay with her, and then I guess they both will be happy. Why have 2 utility bills when they can only have one? And I'm sure the mother will also contribute to the expenses of the house, and then it's a win-win.
Hey guys, I understand where the lady's coming from, and but what happens when the mother starts a relationship and she wants the partner to move in? Does she tell the daughter to move out? The tables can be turned. No, the daughter must go by herself and the mother must live by herself. Have a good day. Bye.